Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the Planning Commission. In our last class, we have studied that India had to choose between liberal capitalist system and socialist system for its development. There were consensus about the development during national movement. What was that? The nationalist leaders were clear that the economic concern of the government for free India would have to be different from the colonial government. The system the government will adopt will be different from the colonial government. The task of poverty alleviation and social and economic redistribution was being seen as the responsibility of the government. Now let's start with our planning commission and how it started its function. With so many different opinions, all were agreed in one point that development can't be the responsibility of private sector. It should be in the hand of government. It should be the responsibility of government. So, government adopted the planning as it was preferably accepted by the world. Planning Commission was established in India on March 1950 by a simple proposal. This commission played role like an advisor. It was only an advisory body and it will be effective only when it was be accepted by all the members of the cabinet. Now, in the Modi's government, the name of Planning Commission has been replaced by the name Niti Aayog. Now the Planning Commission is called Niti Aayog. Now we will see what were the primary steps taken. Just like USSR, Planning Commission of India adopted 5-year plans, and it was decided that Government of India will prepare a document in which he will enter the plan of its income and expenditure for next 5 years. According to this plan, central government and state government's budget was divided into two parts. One plan was about non-planned expenditure, in which day-to-day expenses of the year, of the single year, is to be kept. And the other part was about planned expenditure, which was made for 5 years. The first 5-year plan was started in 1951, and the second 5-year plan was started in 1956. The third plan was started in 1961, and then the fourth plan was started in 1966. After that, the chain broke just because India faced so many troubles in the form of foreign attack, and then it was again started later on. In first 5-year plan, poverty alleviation was the main aim of policymakers. Mr. K.N. Raj was the expert of this plan, and he was a young economist, and he suggested that for first 2 5-year plans we have to move slowly for our development. it will move fast, it will be harmful for our country's development. In first 5 year plan, dams were built, investment was made for irrigation, because due to partition, agriculture sector was the most badly affected sector. So it was necessary to pay full attention to the agriculture sector. Thus, for Bhakra Nangal project, a huge capital was allotted and government emphasized on land reform, because distribution system at that time was the big hurdle for agriculture development. The fundamental aims of policymakers were to increase the national income, and it will be possible when people can save their money. Just with the support of people and their savings, we can increase our national income. So, policymakers tried to promote saving, but it was again a very difficult task. Saving took place in third 5 year plan, but it was not up to the requirement of the countries, not up to the mark that was needed. In second 5 year plan, development of heavy industries was the priority. In first 5 year plan, we aim on agriculture, but it was realized that we are not doing well in our agriculture sector. So in second 5 year plan, development of heavy industries become the priority. The great economist P.C. Mahalanobis prepared a plan for second 5 year plan. In this period, it was tried to adopt structural transformation in fast pace. Structural transformation is to be taken in pace, actually, in fast mode. Just to protect domestic industries, government increased import charges that supported the public sector as well as private sector of the country, as the saving and investment both were increasing in that period. So the electricity, railway, machineries, communication can be developed under public sector. There were some problems also. India was not good in technologies, just because it was beginning, and we have to take technologies from other countries, other developed countries. So we have to spend our valuable foreign exchange in buying these technologies. The second problem we were facing at the planning was industries. Industries attracted most of the investment, then agriculture. So food security was in danger in India and was still a challenge. The third problem was the policymaker of India were facing challenges to make balance between industries and agriculture. How much attention is to be given in agriculture sector and how much attention is to be given for industries? Between those, the policymakers have to make balance. After second 5 year plan, third 5 year plan also was same like previous two other plans. Nothing new was happened in that period. Priority was given to heavy industries or urbanization, just like second 5-year plan. And somewhere agriculture was ignored, and that was criticized largely by the critics all over the India. So we have discussed our first 5-year plan, second 5-year plan, and third 5-year plan. In our next class, we will discuss other topic. So enough for today. Better go through with book and try to solve questions related to the topic that you have already covered. Thank you.